everybody. So today I'm back with another video, and it's very natural thing which people are suffering, not suffering, they are experiencing this thing. So today I'm going to discuss about that thing. So today's topic is regarding fear in sex or in relationship. That is very important. Basically in sex I'm going to discuss. So this fear, usually each of us have certain fears. But regarding this sex, usually each and everybody will face it. For their first time getting into a relationship, they will develop this kind of fear. So before moving to the video, I should tell that relationship or getting into physical or getting into marriage thing, whatever it is, it's purely based on our mental as well as physical connection. We can't say that mental connection can lead to a relation, because a relation needs a proper physical connection too. And if it is a marriage, if it is a dating thing, automatically they need sexual things. So first of all, you should be very open regarding this. What is sex, what will happen in sex, that is very important. In our society, majority of people don't know about that thing, especially girls. Maybe it's because they have not been given that kind of education in their home before entering into a marriage thing, or they have not been given into like in their school, in their college, whatever it is. They are totally unaware about what is happening in marriage, basically, that is in their first night or in their sexual life. So because of that, certain people will experience a kind of trauma or kind of fear will develop automatically. That is what it is happening. So it is expected when both the partners are not knowing, basically girls are not knowing what is that, a kind of anxiety, a kind of panic, a kind of like aversion will be there, automatically it will be there in her mind. But it's normal, it is expected, because it's a new thing to happen in a sexual activity. It's new thing to both the partner, to a male, to a female. But what is required is the open conversation about each and everything, because both the partner feel uncomfortable at that time. So it's not we should not make it more uncomfortable to each of us. So it's better to open up. If you're not comfortable, tell to your partner, and he or she should also listen to that. He should understand that thing, he or she. So that is what is required, because if you are entering into this marriage, basically you can have it in 1 week or 1 month, whatever it is your thing. But give time to that. That is very important to overcome that fear anxiety level for both the partners. That is what I want to say. So it's normal to get to have that anxiety, but when you speak to your partner, it should come down. That is thing which I have to say. Then why these kind of fears are developing in to have a sex? Mainly, first fear is the fear of rejection. Fear of rejection will be he or she will reject me. That is a thing first. Second thing is that whether a person can perform with his or her ability or capability, whether he will be good at that thing, he or she will be good. That kind of anxiety will be there in the mind. Third thing is the bodily images, because our body, I'm just telling one example, we are not we haven't exposed our body till that date to anyone. Nobody. But when it comes to like to have a sex, that means you're fully nude to a person. So that kind of intimacy is very important to develop with your partner. To touch by someone. So it's purely based on mental connection and the trust factor. So lots of people have bodily images that whether they will be accepted, their partner will accept that body. So body image thing is very much there. That is the majority. 90% of the cases is regarding body image. Whether they will accept that body, whether he or she will like that thing or not. Insecurities are there, lots of. That is the thing. Insecurities regarding their body. That's the third point. Fourth is the anxiety. That what will be there. That if a person knows little bit more, and if he or she discloses about that thing, that you should do that thing, you should have this thing, so what kind of image will be there in other partner? Whether they will be judged that you know more about this thing, that kind of image is also there. So these are certain fear, that what will happen in that time. Because of this, a kind of fear will develop in doing sex. Apart from that, certain fear are also there. Fear of getting pregnant. That is also that. They don't want to get they don't want to have this child, whether whatever it is, like to a dating couple or to a marriage. A certain kind of fear will be there to have the sexes, like to get pregnant, whether it will lead to pregnancy. Second thing I should say, fear of intercourse. That is a majority of people will be experiencing. Like just thinking about the process, that inserting the male sexual organ, that is a penis, into the vagina, thinking of that itself leads to like a kind of fear. So that is a thing. And third thing I have already said, body image. That is a majority of people are experiencing. That is a thing. Then fear of we say smelling. Lots of people will be thinking about the mouth breath or the body smell, whether other person will experience or will feel bad if they have a bad odor. So automatically you should avoid those things which leads to a bad kind of odor into your body, like having that kind of food, fatty food, use mouthwash, or avoid certain kind of position, that I should say, which reflect lots of smelly things. Then in case of males, I should say, not only the female are experiencing this kind of fear, but also male is also experiencing whether they can satisfy, because usually sex means entering the male organ into the female. So majority of part, or the active part, basically 90%, I guess more than 90% involves the active partner will be the male. So they have a kind of fear that whether he can satisfy the lady or not. So that kind of fear is also there in the male part. Whether and also one of my friend has told me that he has a fear, like whether the penis is of right length or not. So these kind of fears are there in a male, whether it is normal, whether he can do with the length of that penis, whether it is short enough. So that kind of fear is also there in male. Next fear in male is like whether they can last long in a process. Next is like whether they can ejaculate, whether it will be too soon for them to ejaculate. So these are the fear which has been there in male also. So these kind of, well, I'm not judging that female are only experiencing fear, but male are also experiencing a lot of fear. So these fear we can easily tackle if both the partner speaks about this thing. You should give and take knowledge. That is what I want to say, because it's a natural thing. So because our society needs to discuss these things, but basically what is happening, nobody discuss about this thing. Whenever a kind of like a talk comes regarding sex, they just mute it. They just skip that thing. Even in the home also, if a kind of visual comes in the television, people used to change the channel. Or in a film, if it is coming, they just change the channel. Or any kind of thing coming into the public, they just say how disgusting thing is happening, that they are telling these things. But basically speaking, sex is very normal. You should speak about this, because lots of things, lots of like issues are coming regarding these things. Okay, so it should be normal if we discuss with our child. So it should be start from the school itself, because lots of people are unaware about these things. So they should educate. People should educate their child. Parents should educate. That is what I want to say, because it's normal. So how to deal with it? If a person is experiencing these kind of fear, first of all is the confidence. You should have confidence in your body, in your thinking level, because if you're confident enough that what you're thinking, how you're looking, that's enough. That is the one thing. Be confident. Second thing is that emotional connection. You should be connected to your partner, then only it will work out. If you're not connected, automatically she or he will disconnect to that process, and automatically it will lead into a kind of disaster at that time. So to develop a strong emotional connection, so that you can openly talk. If you're not interested at that time, just skip. It's normal. Nobody is 100% ready for each day. It's normal. Third thing is that you should build a trust. You should be open to your partner, and with a trust factor. So I have heard somewhere that this couple are not at all comfortable with them, and they used to speak like different things outside regarding their partners. So at least have a trust with your partner, so that you can open up with your partner rather than with other person. Okay, so trust factor is very important. Then you should also try, we can try a kind of techniques, kind of therapies. Talking therapy is what considered in this case. So you may require a counselor which can guide you to relax yourself, to gain certain knowledge about these things. So you can have a counselor. Then before moving to a counselor, try to have a knowledge. It's very important. You should gain knowledge yourself. So lots of programs are there, lots of books are there which are dealing with these things. So have a little bit knowledge about that thing, and if it is not working, then move to a counselor. That's what I want to say. Lots of programs, lots of projects are there which are discussing these things. So if you are experiencing any kind of hesitation, any kind of block is there in your relation regarding this sexual activity, do comment in the comment section box. Being a doctor, being on a project, we have lots of cases. where women are coming and telling certain experiencing. Not only women, male partners are also coming and telling lots of things about their relation. So it's normal. Okay, accept your situation and try to correct that thing. That's what I want to say. So with this beautiful quote, I'm ending this video. Do communicate with your partner openly and understand each other very well. So with this video, with this quote, I'm ending this video. Do like, do share, do comment, and do subscribe my channel. Till then, bye.